Jamie, RATTAN Kingdom went very close for you on his debut for your stable. Runs again Wednesday night. What have you learnt about him since that first run?
He's probably come on for it a little bit. He raced really well, didn't he? Like, he got caught a little bit deep and things didn't go his way. And unfortunately, last week he drew a really good gate, and this week they've put him on the outside. So it's going to be difficult for him from out there. But hopefully the A course and Purdon on top of him will help.
Last time it was C+3 obviously, and he did have that little bit of a tough trip. I guess the run can be upgraded on all known form.
Yeah, for sure, and he does appear to be going well at home. He's sort of a month between runs, and now he's 5 weeks between runs, so it's been a bit of a balancing act. Have we done enough? Have we not done enough? So yeah, he goes into the race in good shape, and hopefully he can run well.
Blinkers cross nosebound second time. I'm not sure if you're a trainer that likes to sort of gallop horses with that sort of headgear on in work, but has he shown you the sort of all the signs to suggest that he has come on for it and the gear has helped him?
Yeah, I think as I sort of said in a previous interview, I don't mind using the tongue tie and a crossover just to help the horses breathe properly. You go around the different parts of the world and look at the dressage horses or whatever different facet of horsemanship is happening, and they're well used, so something that'll be pretty regular for our horses. I haven't had the blinkers on him since he raced. That's something that we just saved for race day, but appears to be going well at home.
And in the task of overcoming gate 11, you've got the right man on board as well.
Yes, hopefully. We've been trying, but we haven't been blessed by good barriers, and we've been caught deep a couple of times, so hopefully the luck's got to change at some stage.
Luke, Lucky Diamond is a horse that you're beginning to know really well. Third time you're going to ride him on Wednesday, and comes into the race in super form.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Be nice to make it 3 from 3, but he's obviously up in grade, down in weight, but up in grade. So winning form's good form, and I'm looking forward to him tomorrow night.
Just on that win last time, I mean, he was able to dictate. You're able to dictate quite nicely. I know it was a weaker race, but he showed a really good attitude, didn't he? And a willing one as well. He
did. He always travelled well, and he was strong for the line. He showed a nice kick off the corner. I think the race, this race looks like there might be a bit more pressure and be a bit harder for him. I don't think he's going to get it all his own way, but he is a tough type of horse, so that might not be that detrimental to him.
I wanted to ask you about that pressure aspect that you mentioned, because the time 2 starts ago when you won him, you took a lead. Is he reliant on having to lead, or is he a horse that's quite versatile?
Yeah, I think he raced obviously in the first 2 or 3. I don't think he necessarily has to lead. He was outside lead the start before, but he definitely appreciated being in front last time and having it his own way. But I don't think that's a complete must.
He's had plenty of work, obviously, as you would leading up to this race. You had a set on him Saturday, but you happy with what you felt?
Yeah, he hasn't gone backwards. I couldn't say he felt any better than what he felt beforehand, but he definitely hasn't gone back, so he should acquit himself well.
Just on acquitting himself, I mean, he does go up in grade, which is always going to be tough. We know it's tough here in Hong Kong, but do you feel now that he's got that sort of momentum going forward, that he can really make an impact in this sort of grade?
Well, I hope so. I'm hoping he can. He won with a bit of weight last time, and confidence is a big thing, and his confidence is up.
It's worth getting down to the lightweight for him, I suppose.
For sure.
Vagner, We the South is a horse that you know very well. Last time out, he ran an excellent race in defeat on the all-weather. Talk me through that race.
I think we need to use he's a very fast horse. We need to use this. The horse have many horses inside. I think go to lead it, but he don't need running in front. He can run in second, third, and he's a good horse.
There's quite a lot of pace in this race, Vagner.
A strong pace, huh?
You're drawn in 10. Are you happy to let something else lead, or does he have to lead?
He need a good jump first. Sometimes he jump well or have a bad jump, and first time you need have a good jump, and you can see the horse inside. You can go in front, but we cannot use the first 600. You need to coming to last 300, 200. You have more chance, no?
Absolutely. And given that he's got a good record here at Happy Valley, I imagine coming back to Happy Valley is going to be a big plus for him.
Yeah, he like Happy Valley. It's better for him. The truck is a small truck. As well.
And just for you, Vagner, how happy are you to get back on this horse? Because, I mean, you rode him a long time ago. You rode him last start. I imagine you're very happy to get back on a good horse like him.
I rode him last time about the weight. No? It's very light. And Mr. Frankie gave me again. I know him. I have 2 wins with him. And I think we can win now again.
Frankie, heroic master, made a very pleasing debut here in Hong Kong. Missed out on a run last week, but he goes back to Happy Valley. Are you happy with him?
Yeah. Last week he draw 6. This week draw 3, a bit better.
Just on, before we touch upon the draw, go back to his debut run. That must have been a really pleasing run for you and the connections, because he really knuckled down and wasn't beaten far behind a good horse.
Yes, first start only 7 runners, but he draw 7. So he a little bit unlucky. He's all the way 3 deep, but he still won good. So this time he got a better draw. I think he should be better chance. Yeah.
You mentioned the draw, of course. Obviously, always a good thing to have a nice draw at Happy Valley. Do you think that's crucial to him, that he needed that good draw?
I think in Happy Valley, I think better draw inside should be better because more easier for the jockeys. Yeah.
Talking of your jockey, you've got Zach Purton on as well. That's obviously got to be a plus.
Yeah. I put him on get up 2 times. He's also said it's good, the horse, it's good form, yeah.
And just to sort of elaborate on Zach's opinion of the horse, was he of the opinion that he's a horse that can sort of maybe creep up through the grades, possibly?
I think so, yeah.
He clearly is a nice horse for your stable, and one that I'm sure you're looking forward to. I wanted to ask you about A Pal, who won on the weekend. I mean, that visually, Frankie, was very impressive.
Yes, you can see when he got a good draw, it's more easy for some new horse. So he traveled good behind the leader, and so that's why they give him 10 points.
Yeah, no, the handicapper hasn't missed him. What would be the plan going forward with him, Frankie? I mean, obviously you're going to try and aim, I suppose, for slightly better targets. What is the plan in your mind with a horse like A Pal?
So I will give him 11400 first, and then to see he can win or not. You know, he only have a 4-year-old. Maybe if still keep improve, maybe looking for the 4-year-old series, yes.
David, Global Harmony is a horse I wanted to chat to you about. Rather intriguing runner on Wednesday's card in the last. He's not been without issue, this horse.
Look, he's a horse that has trialled well at the Valley, and he's only had the 1 trial, but it was very good. He didn't run fast time, but I just liked the way he got around the Valley. And look, he's a horse in his first 2 runs, you put a line through. He got blocked at his first one, and his second one he slipped out of the gates and pulled up sore behind. So he's over all those problems. We've taken our time, and we're hoping he can run a good race. It's just young horses, when you're up in class, if you can't make any mistakes.
Just touching on that, the little niggle that he had, what was the severity, David, of that? I mean, is it perhaps a blessing that maybe it just gives him a bit of time? Yeah,
it may be. Look, he was very sore after the race, and he had a nice off-season, and he's fine now. Hasn't missed a trick since we started working him and had the chiropractor to him.
And obviously, as you say, those trials at Happy Valley have been good. Has he always struck you as a horse that would go round the tight turns? I mean, clearly on these trials, well, you'd think he would,
He
right?
won on the biggest track in Victoria, well, so yeah. I'm sure he'll be fine at Sha Tin. But he just seems to get around the Valley nicely, and he did trial in Australia on a couple of tight tracks before he raced, but he's only ever raced on big tracks.
He's interesting from that respect. And is he a horse that you've got a bit of time for? Because, I mean, there was plenty of support for him before his debut, which was justified, given that he had trialled really well.
Yeah, look, I think will go up, not down, put it that way, from his rating where he is.
Just on a couple of the other stable horses, obviously busy morning here at the trials. You unleashed a couple of really nice ones earlier on in the trial morning. Bonza Perla, firstly on her, how happy were you with that trial?
Yeah, Zach was very happy. We gave her a very easy trial because it was her first trial in Hong Kong, and gave her a look down the straight, and she'll probably have another trial in a couple of weeks, and we're looking to kick her off on probably International Day.
Well, that'd be exciting. And Lord Thunder, he also had a trial this morning. How was he?
Yeah, we never let him go, and we had the earmuffs just to keep him at a more steady pace, and it really worked. And look, he won or ran second, not putting under much pressure.
Well, David, good luck with Global Harmony, and thanks for the update on those two as well.
Thank you.